How are every one of you doing? If you're looking for a location to get your cryptocurrency fix, you found it Crypto Blitz. Triple Van Winkle is the name of the woman who is hosting you. To everyone, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Wednesday, the day in the middle of the week, has arrived. Following the conclusion of Taco Tuesday, it is now Hump Day. It is now Wednesday and I will receive my paycheck on Friday. How come you don't seem to be happy? Which topics are going to be discussed in this particular episode? I am aware of the topic that we are going to discuss. We are going to review the markets once more in order to confirm that they behaved in the manner that we anticipated they would behave. The decrease of 10 to 50% is what we referred to it as. Now, we are going to call you at a time when things will start to improve, what it is that you must be aware of. We are going to investigate Bitcoin since, as of this coming Friday, Bitcoin Ether options with a value greater than $10 billion will no longer be applicable. What does this imply for the shopping centers that are around? Count on me to look after you. Allow me to discuss the Ethereum spot trade exchange, traded funds, ETFs, and the money that will be invested in them. Within the next 2 weeks, these should be available. The Ripple, MS, Monique Long. The first step is to conduct an interview with the block, during which they discuss their safe coin, their objectives, and what they want to do with it. I will see to it that you are taken care of. And if we took the time to do so, we had some additional items. Not at all! Once the president of Ripple has clarified the situation, the chief executive officer of Ripple then reprimands the president. The head of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has stated that all crypto leaders ought to be sent to jail. Let's take a seat and unwind now. It's time to launch a Bitcoin. $61,380 over the past 24 hours. It has increased by 0.08%. Ethereum's price has increased by 0.05% during the past 24 hours, reaching $3,377. Once the dollar packets have been processed, both USDT and USDC will be in. Yes, that's correct, 47 cents. At this point, it appears like 46 cents is about to be tapped. This is a complete and utter mystery. Will there be a shift in the situation? There is one thing that I am certain about, and that is that I will purchase at these pricing. The total value of cryptocurrencies currently in circulation is $2,288,000,000. Now, keep in mind that if the price of Bitcoin goes from 57 to 60,000, you should do everything in your power to purchase as much of it as you can, because this thing is about to crash over the ceiling. When it comes to cryptocurrency, this green candle is among the most eye-catching examples you've ever seen. When the month comes to a close, one thing takes place. In a short amount of time, Luxlian will be making the NFT payment. Yes, yes, and yes again. This is what you have been told. Purchasing an NFT will cost you money, but if you decide to keep it, you will be rewarded with XRP. If you come to the conclusion that this project is not for you, or if you just do not have the time to complete it, you will go sell your NFTs. The price at which they are being sold is 3 times the initial price. Why would you desire a cartoon from the 1990s? It's not that difficult. On a market that will soon be available, you will have the ability to stake and place a TDN token that will soon be available. Star Wars will be available to everyone very soon. I believe that there are still some grown-ups now present. Last night, it is possible that it was completely sold out. I am of the opinion that the value of each of these different levels of satisfaction is equivalent. First, decide what you want, then decide what you enjoy, and finally, complete the work. On Friday, the 10 billion options that make up Bitcoin and Ether will expire, and it is anticipated that more than 25% of them will expire in the money. The implication of this is that prices are going to go up once more. The CoinDesk was struck by Deborah Luke, who was in charge of the money. The size of the product when it is bent, it is expected that more than 40% of all open interest in Bitcoin and Ether options will expire, which indicates that more than 25% of all open interest will be terminated. At this point, they refer to it as money, and what exactly does that say? That sum of money is just enormous. There is a high number of. They are of the opinion that the expiration of options will contribute to a little increase in the price of Bitcoin. If something like that takes place on Friday, only time will tell. As a matter of fact, it is anticipated that this Ethereum spot ETF will bring in net inflows of $15 billion within its first 18 months of operation. For the Ethereum spot ETF, which will be available to us in around 2 weeks, it amounts to $15 billion. To the best of my knowledge, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) discussed the Ethereum Exchange Traded Fund ETF just yesterday. They said that everything was proceeding smoothly and that they do not anticipate any delays on their end. This is what it says. The chief executive officer of Bitwise anticipates that the company will bring in $15 billion in revenue within the first 18 months. A comparison of the market capitalizations of Bitcoin and Ether might provide you with an estimate of the amount of money that may be coming in. It is stated that Bitcoin has an advantage due to the fact that it was on the market first. Because of this, the movement of money into spot Ether ETs would potentially slow down. I don't believe that it will cause the flow to slow down due to the fact that they were aware that something tragic was going to occur to them. They decided to put aside a specific sum of money. They came to the conclusion that they were going to invest in cryptocurrency, so they put aside $10 billion and said, okay, I'd like to take 60 Bitcoins. We are going to do either 40 Ether or 60 Bitcoins, 30 Ether when it is released. And then we'll distribute the remaining 10% in a different location or over a number of other items. They are probably already aware of it. It is not due to the fact that Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency to be released to the market. They appear to be aware of who is currently in the lead in this competition, which asset will perform better in this situation, and which one will burst first. The following statement, as the person who sued the SEC on behalf of tens of thousands of small investors, I can say without a doubt that Gary Gensler is guilty. For the past few years, the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC has caused more harm to investors than any other entity. And it is the reality. That is absolutely correct. It is not stated by Gensler that he had 2 meetings with Sam Baker-Friedman, who is referred to as the Bernie Madoff of the cryptocurrency industry. Furthermore, Gensler has not yet turned over all of the notes and papers that were utilized in those private conversations. During the time that I was working for free as a member of the public, Gary, if you think that I was a nuisance, just wait till you realize that I am a senator representing the people of the United States of America. Many of the individuals who were at the forefront of this industry just a few years ago are currently either incarcerated or waiting to be extradited. Get a look at it. That land is located here. At the moment, that is the situation in which the most people have been wounded at all. A great number of individuals are not adhering to the regulations in the... Hey Gensler, what have you been up to? This is your visit. From MIT, the Securities and Exchange Commission, you have not accomplished anything. You are having a negative impact on crypto owners, and it is almost as if you have launched an assault on those who own XRP. Isn't that something that's worth looking into? Let's get things moving together now that Monica Long is here. Do not be concerned, you will not be exposed to the entire 5 minutes. Since she has brought up some very significant points, let us start by listening to what she has to say and analysing what she has to say. Ripple is getting ready to launch a stablecoin, and they are eager to discuss their aspirations for the cryptocurrency after it is released. It is reasonable to anticipate that we will initially inform you that our primary focus is on delivering the stablecoin to our users who make payments. To begin, we will initiate the process of working with the banks and approved payment firms that we already manage. A variety of stablecoins and properties, in addition to XRP, have been available to us since approximately a year ago. What is the actual use case for the customer is the question that needs to be asked once more. In the event that it is a flow of USD, you can just utilize USD stable. That makes a great deal of sense. On the other hand, if utilizing a stablecoin pair will result in cost savings, then let's go with that. To begin, we will concentrate on locations where we already have a presence and where there is a need for our services. To be sure, however,